Kick back and relax with an ice cold Corona and lime. Relax responsibly. And by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is ready when you are. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on.
Well, it's a new day for the Giants. That means a new series. They start a 4-game series against the San Diego Padres. It's been a tough run against the Friars. Welcome back to Giants Baseball. I'm Amy Gutierrez. The Giants look to change their luck today against the Padres. And unfortunate news about Pablo Sandoval, who did not win the final All-Star vote. But that doesn't mean that we don't still need to show our support for Tim Lincecum and Matt Cain, who are going to the 2009 All-Star Game. Speaking of Giants All-Star pitchers, let's talk a little Jason Schmidt. That brings us to our Chevron unsurpassed performance of the game. 2003 All-Star Game, Jason Schmidt started as the Giants representative. He pitched 2 scoreless innings, struck out 3. It's the last time a Giants starting pitcher started an All-Star Game. Maybe Tim Lincecum is going to change that. This was an important game as well because this one counted as it gave the American League the home field advantage in the World Series that year. That's when it started in 2003. All right, Giants and Padres still to come. We are going to check in with Sportsnet Central Studios for an update after these messages. Stay with us.
see. They're watching around the world. Enjoy this, and we thank you. Our Game Time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. It's a nice night at 61 degrees, winds 14 miles per hour, the humidity around 62%, and it is clear, and we'll have a nice night for baseball. And I'm sure that they are enjoying themselves, otherwise they wouldn't be doing that.
Well, that looks like fun. I'm in, provided we get to do the guy who's standing up job out. Right now, however, we're going to take a look at our Firestone leaderboard, and we're going to look at the active scoreless inning streaks. And right now, a couple of Giants stringing out some zeros. Tim Lincecum with 23, and he's got the lead right now, the active lead. Jeremy Affeldt at 20 1/3. Danks, Nathan, and Marquis all with a good streak going, but the Giants, whose pitching staff has been so good this first half. And when I say how good are they? Well, they lead the National League in pitching with a 3.52 ERA. And with Tim Lincecum and Jeremy Affeldt on scoreless inning streaks right now, well, that's a good thing to have. You know he'd love to have a good start going into what would be his next appearance in a real game next Tuesday in St. Louis for the All-Star game.
Well, Benji Molina is in that spot where he always stands before the Giants take the field. He is ready to roll. He gets a little bit of a head start because he wants to get behind the plate before Lincecum sprints out to the mound.
Tim wants to go. And all he's doing is staring at the umpires. As soon as Ron Wotus heads back to the Giants dugout after giving the exchanging lineup cards and talk over the ground rules, Tim Lincecum is on his merry way. And that is how you want your starting pitcher to look.
Yeah, Lincecum says, I'm tired of waiting. I'm the man. So the Giants take the field, led out by their Cy Young Award winner, John Bowker. Gets a big hand as he heads out to left field. And that's not just his family. That's the whole city of Sacramento is here tonight.
It could be.
Let's take a look at the Padres lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Cabrera, Gwynn, that's right, Tony Gwynn Jr., and then Adrian Gonzalez this season tied for second with 24 home runs. It's Kuzminov, Headley, then Max's kid, Will Venable. We know Eliezer Alfonso, Rodriguez, and then Josh Gear.
All right, what do you say we take a look at the Giants defensively tonight? It'll be Bowker making his debut in his 2009 debut. He'll be in left field, joined by Wynn and Scherholtz in the outfield. Aaron Rowan a little tender from running into the wall yesterday. He is not in the outfield tonight. Renteria and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Uribe and Ishikawa on the right side. And Benji Molina, well, he'll be in the squad, putting down the fingers for this gentleman right here, Tim Lincecum. And how does he rank in the National League? Well, his wins, he ranks third. His win percentage, he ranks second. His ERA, he's second. His strikeouts, he leads the National League. Opponents hitting just .218 against him. He's got 2 shutouts. That ties him for first, and 3 complete games. That ties him for first. He has had a remarkable first half. No surprise, he'll be heading to St. Louis for the All-Star game on Tuesday.
So we are just about ready for baseball here at AT&T Park. Everett Cabrera is going to lead things off. Padres are in a little bit of a downspin. They've lost 4 straight. So here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's high. So 7-16 first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes to Cabrera. Home plate umpire is Phil Cuzzy. Cuzzy behind the dish. Cabrera not wasting any time as he fouls it out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runge, Hallion, and Angel Campos are your umpires from first to third. There's the big dog, Adrian Gonzalez. down low, 3-1. And that's how this game gets started. It's a leadoff walk.
It's always a different rhythm. When you leave the bullpen, you go out to the mound and the main diamond, it's always a different rhythm. And there is a period there where you are vulnerable until you find your rhythm.
Here's Tony Gwynn Jr., acquired during the first half of this season from the Milwaukee Brewers. Cabrera with a good-sized lead, and Lincecum will check on him. Cabrera does have 6 steals. He's only been thrown out once. So it's likely that Cabrera would go. And Lincecum's just going to keep an eye on him.
Padres are injured right now. David Eckstein is on the disabled list. Brian Giles is on the disabled list. Jake Peavy, Chris Young. Well, that's a lot of talent. Scott Hairston gone by way of the trade.
There's a strike. Scott Hairston traded in the middle of the week.
See Tim Lincecum's ERA in April 3.16. In May 2.91. In June a scintillating 1.48, which won him Pitcher of the Month honors. No earned runs here in July, as you mentioned, the string of zeros that he's got going right now.
Breaking ball, 0-2.
It's one of the things that has really always impressed me about him. You say he can do 4 things with the ball: fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. And we haven't really seen him yet where they're not all working. So consistent with his stuff.
And a 3-pitch see ya to Tony Gwynn. I am really surprised Cabrera hasn't tried to steal.
I agree with you. Let's come out of the stretch. He'll go between 1.15 and 1.30. This is a perfectly placed curveball at his back foot. And you find that little hole, and a guy who's built for average with a flat swing has a little weakness in that spot, and Lincecum found it. Nice pitch. That's a pitch to a weakness, a pitch to a scout report.
Adrian Gonzalez hitting .256. 24 home runs, 52 runs batted in. Hits this one at Uribe, and that's a double play. Giants are coming up. Southwest Airlines, it'll be Wynn Scherholtz. Pablo Sandoval hitting third. The cleanup hitter is Benji Molina. Then it's John Bowker. Welcome back, John Bowker. Edgar Renteria, good numbers against the Padres this year. Ishikawa, Uribe, and Lincecum.
Defensively for the Padres, they'll set it up with Headley, Gwynn, and Venable. That's your outfield. Cabrera and Kuzminov will be on the left side of the infield. Rodriguez and Gonzalez on the right side. And our old pal, Eliezer Alfonso, a former Giant, behind the plate doing the catching. The gentleman he'll be catching, right-hander Josh Gear.
A bubble right in front of Randy Wynn, and he popped it. First pitch is high, 1 ball and no strike.
Could have come over from the county fair that's over in parking lot A here, adjacent to the ballpark.
That's not one you want to swing and miss at right there. He does on this one, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kind of reminds you of Candlestick, the bubbles. There's the carnival. A couple of those rides over there are from Neverland Ranch, we've been told.
They've made their way to the parking lot here at AT&T Park. It's 1-2 to Randy Wynn.
Yeah, the zipper, that great big tall thing. That was from Neverland, Michael Jackson's ranch down in San Ynez.
Out swinging is Randy Wynn, 1 out.
Josh Gear, the 26-year-old right-hander, 6'3", 194 pounds. He's a rookie out of Forney, Texas, went to Rice University. Sinker, slider, and a very good changeup. And his fastball go 88 to 92. And when he's on, he will throw it a lot of ground balls.
Sherholtz hitting .291. He's 0 for his last 13, however. Pablo Sandoval getting loose in the on-deck circle. We are in the bottom of the first inning. One ball and 1 strike. Sherholtz has faced Gear before. He's 1 for 4 lifetime.
And there's the changeup.
And this is pulled foul right past Roberto Kelly, and our ball dude 0 for 1.
Larry Peterson, our first base ball dude tonight.
You know what, Larry? It happens to a lot of guys.
I got it. I got this one. I got this one. I got it. Oh!
Schinberger.
Schinberger to boot.
2-2 to Sherholtz. Just outside, tried to shave that outside corner. Here it is.
I got it. Oh. Get the Red Wing steel toe shoes out for this guy. Don't rub it.
He's got a chance. No. It stays 3-2. Oh, I had that one too.
That was his redeemer.
That was a nervous cough right there.
Hey, he's in the action now. Takes one error to make you think that there's 20,000 people staring at just you.
Hit into center field. Wynn comes in. 2 outs. Here's Sandoval.
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Sandoval hitting .326. He's faced year before as well and went 1 for 4. That was last year. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
First pitch changeup. The voting is in, and Pablo Sandoval came in second. Shane Victorino won the right to go to St. Louis on Tuesday. The bubble spot, the 33rd and final spot of the All-Star team. Still a chance that Sandoval could go if there is somebody scratched off the team due to injury.
One and 2, and there are a number of guys that are nursing injuries as Sandoval hammers it into center field.
And while Pablo Sandoval did not get into the All-Star game, the Giants fans, as always, were incredible. As a special thank you and reward for all your hard work, the Giants have a special offer. Come out to the ballpark and take advantage of a special 10th man $10 ticket offer for the Friday and Saturday night games against these Padres. You can go to sfgiants.com and type in PANDA as the coupon code to redeem your tickets right now. $10 tickets Friday and Saturday. And all you have to do is go to sfgiants.com and type in PANDA. Take advantage.
Here's Benji Molina, who takes a strike. Molina at 264, 10 home runs, 48 driven in. Swinging a foul to the backstop. Molina has had 3 at-bats in his career against Gear, and he's 1 for 3.
I don't think Benji Molina really agreed with that. And that was a little stank eye he dropped on Phil Cousy, the plate umpire.
A little bit. One and 2. Giants are 4-2 on this homestand. And with those 4 wins, they're now 28-14 at home. The home magic is back. And Molina probably felt like he was forced to swing at that, fouls it off.
That's his wheelhouse out there, about 4 inches off the ground, 2 feet off the plate away.
Yeah, that's one where he manages to hit it. Sometimes he gets pretty good wood on it. The 1-2 pitch, and Molina pops this one out of play. Benji Molina on this homestand is 4 for 14. He's had his major league leading 10th sacrifice fly on Tuesday night.
Saw John Bowker on deck, getting his game face ready.
Hits it high, hits it deep, out of here. Benji Molina with a 2-out, 2-run home run, his 14th. Check that, his 11th of the year. And let's check out our Ford quality drive of the game. He got it.
Boy, it had the sound too. And that comes in a 2-strike count. He laid off a couple of teasers from Josh Gear, got a good mistake to location, and lost it.
And here's Bowker. Bowker swings and misses, 0-2. Bowker has some incredible numbers in AAA. How about a 347 batting average? 17 home runs. And he's out swinging here to end the first. 2 strikeouts for Gear. However, this is bye-bye baby, folks. It's 2-0 Giants. Here's Kevin Kuzminoff as he takes a strike. It's 2-0 Giants. Second inning. Kuzminoff, Headley, and Venable facing Tim Lincecum.
Well, this is one of those matchups that I was looking forward to.
Well, Kuzminoff has good numbers. He's 10 for 28. But on the other hand, Lincecum has struck him out 9 times.
That's called a love-hate relationship.
Two balls and 1 strike. Kuzminoff, 11 big flies this year, 43 driven in. Hits it on the ground. Renteria on the backhand. 1 out. Let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Hey, Dwayne, we heard the crowd cheer loud when John Bowker was announced in the starting lineup today, so it's only appropriate that the CSN Bay Area poll question is about John Bowker. Here it is. How many home runs will John Bowker hit as a Giant this year? There are your selections. Less than 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, or more than 15. Check out Giants post-game live for the results. Guys?
Thanks, Amy. Good breaking ball to Headley. Headley hitting .239, 8 home runs, 31 driven in.
But hot.
But hot. He's coming into this game swinging a good bat. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, that's the changeup that makes you talk to yourself. I mean, you have to be concerned about 95-mile-an-hour fastballs from Lincecum, and all of a sudden you get the 95-mile-an-hour action with the arm, and the ball just kind of floats up there at 83, 84.
Uribe will wait for Ishikawa to get to the bag. 2 outs.
Is that a tough thing to do as an infielder at second base, to wait for your first baseman to get in position?
Well, you do get into a rhythm, but the fact that it's such a short throw really isn't that much of a problem. It would be a little bit more problematic if it was a much longer throw, but yeah, it kind of does mess with you.
And a faster runner.
Here's Max's kid, Will Venable. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Max Venable, one of our favorite teammates when we played with him back in the 83-84 season here at Candlestick. There at Candlestick.
Is it Max and Molly?
Yep.
The 1-1 pitch to Venable, and it's high. They'll appeal. No swing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Remember the Brinleys and the Venables?
Inseparable.
They were a good group.
Well, Max Venable and Bob Brinley were roommates.
Kids were about the same age.
Yep. That was back when there was roommates.
And plus, in those days, you lived close to each other. You only needed 1 babysitter if mom and dad went out.
Hey, when you're coming out of the minor leagues together and get to the big leagues as young players, you don't have a lot of iron.
Lincecum issues his second walk.
He's a little ticked off about the second walk.
Here's Eliezer Alfonso.
He expects a lot out of himself.
Alfonso hitting .271. See his numbers at Portland. He banged out 10 home runs.
Well, he's got some pop. And you know, for him, this is a playoff game. He's pitching. He's playing against his old team.
Well, I'm shocked he didn't swing.
That's the first strike I've ever seen him take.
What's that called?
The Pharaoh's Fury.
Wow. That looks like fun.
Makes you want to barf.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Unless that goes all the way around, then I'm not into it.
Well, this thing's stuck. That couple, they've been there for about 40 minutes.
Huh. 0-2 to Alfonso. 1-2. Alfonso was Omar Vizquel's Ed McMahon.
Oh, yeah. When Omar would tell a joke, Eliezer would laugh harder than anybody in the room. Twice as loud. And Omar loved him. Absolutely loved him.
He did.
When he got sent down, Omar was quiet for a week.
Ooh, I thought he was going to ring him up. It's 2-2.
You know what happened is that when Benjamin Molina stood up tall, he wanted the high fastball. He sort of blocked the view of Kuzi.
He did.
And you're not going to get the pitch. When you block an umpire's look, and you might get the first or second strike, but a guy's not going to ring up a guy if he doesn't see it.
Yeah. Benji probably said sorry. Two balls and 2 strikes. Venable goes. This is chop foul.
He's up there sitting on a changeup.
You know, he could be. With Eliezer, when we saw him here, you just never knew.
Well, we saw him take a fastball, and we never saw him take a fastball when he was playing here. And he does have power. He has legitimate power.
And he got him. Second strikeout for Lincecum. Edgar Renteria will lead things off.
Makes you want to barf. Now through Sunday, July 12th, they supply baseball equipment and leagues for over 15,000 kids. This is for free. You come in, we'll give you equipment. Here we go. They're trying to go to 20,000. Everywhere they set up a program, there's a need for another program. They need your help. You can go to juniorgiants.org and you can donate. A suggested donation, $44 a stretch donor. You get one child and you give that child the opportunity to play baseball for an entire season. And you can give as much as $440. You can give as much as you want. But $440 equips a full team of 10 kids for an entire season, and you'll receive a baseball autograph by Willie McCovey in a pregame ceremony.
Renteria out of play. By the way, we were just notified that AT&T has donated $4,400 to kick off the stretch drive, and as Mike said, that equips a team full of 10 children for an entire season. So AT&T, thank you very much. Renteria fouls it back.
I'd like to ask you to help Willie McCovey reach his goal of kids playing baseball this summer. It's a great program, and we've seen it firsthand, and we've seen how many kids it does help. They're usually socioeconomically depressed kids, and it gets them off the streets. It gives them goals. It gives them team morals, and it's a fantastic program.
Here's Cabrera who kicks it. It'll be an error on Cabrera.
Just, like Joe Morgan used to say, there's nothing routine about a routine play. Everything's going great here, and he just sort of gets sloppy with his right hand. Just failed to cover the ball in his glove.
Boy, had good rhythm going and everything.
Everything.
Ishikawa, 4 for 21 against the Padres this year. Overall hitting .263. And a good low ball hitter. Here's a sinker baller. Maybe the matchup goes to Ishikawa. There's that good changeup you were talking about.
Well, a lot of people believe that's his best pitch. I mean, he's got a sinker that'll run up there 88-92, a good hard slider. We've already seen it strike out Randy Wynn and John Bowker. I mean, so that's a good pitch, but they think his changeup is what sets him apart. I mean, he's had 6 consecutive quality starts in a row.
Pulled on the ground, foul. Another opportunity. Nice play.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Larry. The Redeemer.
Larry Peterson. Oh, yeah. Pressure's off now.
He went to the backhand, Mikey.
Good play.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. If he play it one more time, he's going to boot it.
1-2 to Ishikawa. Outside, 2-2. I miss our loft at McCovey Cove.
Yeah, that was a good time. Got a chance to broadcast out at the loft on Tuesday night's game.
There it is.
And that was a good deal.
That was fun. Ishikawa down the left field line and out of play. I know you had a lot of your family there, some friends. You had some friends, and they couldn't talk about how much fun they had as well.
It was a hit.
Yeah. We do not know any of those people.
They're having fun.
It is a fun place. Flat screen TVs all over the place. That's just part of it. That's all one room. Part of it's in fair territory. Part of it's in foul territory.
Very cool.
Double play on the line drive. Hit to Gonzalez. 2 outs.
That's one of those plays. Your momentum's taking you off the bag when you're getting your secondary lead. And as you're taught to always freeze in a line drive, it doesn't make a difference. Once you get your secondary lead, you're hung.
That game we did from the loft, Juan Uribe hit the big home run. Hit it over the cars in left field. Here he takes a strike, overall hitting .284. He has never faced Gear before. Way out in front, 1-2.
That's that changeup again. I mean, he really takes a lot of speed off that changeup.
This was the home run that we're talking about.
Well, that was the big hit in that 3-0 ball game. Barry Zito and Josh Johnson hooked up in a good pitching duel, and that was the one mistake. And Barry Zito made it stand.
2-2. Lincecum to follow. This is popped up. Alfonso over, and it's out of play.
He held it long enough. Touched it, couldn't make the play. It's a rough deal.
Hit into right center field. Venable being chased off by Gwynn, and that ends the inning. Through 2 innings, it's 2-0 Giants. P.M. and then later on at 11, special guest in studio will be Tim Lincecum. It's brought to you by Autotrader.com. Check it out tomorrow, 5 and 11 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. On a one-hopper off the bat of Luis Rodriguez, 1 pitch, 1 out.
That is a gift. Start an inning off on a 1 pitch out. Thank you very much.
We've seen that strategy used against Lincecum a couple of times where the opposition going after Lincecum early in the count, and what that has done, it has kept Lincecum in the game.
You're right. Fewer pitches. But it still surprises me when I see a guy go up there the first time through the lineup with nobody on base, hack at the first pitch. To me, I should be a fine.
Nate Scherholtz, 2 outs.
Giants Baseball is brought to you by Cabot Woodstains. Our performance is legendary. Cabot.
I don't know, Mike. The only one on one of those rides, I'm not into that.
Oh, that one right there?
Yeah.
Makes you want to barf.
I think at Great America, that's called the drop zone.
That's big at my house.
1 ball and 1 strike. I do miss the fair, though. The fair's fun.
Yeah, fair's a good time.
On an Alameda County Fair, and Pleasanton is a huge hit every year.
There's Hillbilly Town.
2 balls and 1 strike. Behind the bag at second, it'll be Renteria, and that ends the inning. Lincecum will lead things off. 2-0 Giants.
speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. One of the best catches we've ever seen in this ballpark. Yesterday, Ryan Sadowski threw a ball that was crushed by Wes Helms. And Wes Helms was rejected when Aaron Rowan went on and absolutely took on the center field wall. Full speed. That's why we love them. It's our AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
Here's Lincecum, who takes a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
He is not afraid of a wall, folks.
Randy Wynn to follow. 1-2. Dodgers, oh well, ho hum. They beat the Mets 11-2
in New York.
And Lincecum breaks down on that swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Gear, 1 out here in the 3rd.
I bet the Mets fans were really excited about that performance.
Yeah, there was a start for Livan Hernandez. Randy Wynn struck out in the 1st inning. If you just joined us, it was a 2-run home run off the bat of Benji Molina in that 1st inning. 0-2. Right back to Gear. 2 outs. And here's Nate Sherholtz.
Randy Wynn has not picked up Gear in 2 at-bats. When you are facing a guy and your first 2 ABs are that like Randy Wynn, you strike out 1, you hit a weak ground ball back at him. I mean, what adjustments do you make?
Bunt.
Well, that is an option you had.
Well, it's an option if you've got some speed. But I guess more than anything, Mike, maybe you just start taking some pitches. Stand there and just eyeball them.
I mean, it's tough if you're not seeing a guy.
Rodriguez throws out Sherholtz in a nice inning for Josh Gear. Now we will head to the 4th. Tony Gwynn Jr. is home plate umpire. Phil Cuzzy slows things down. Now we're ready as Gwynn stands in. He struck out in the first inning, and he takes a fastball high. Sandoval respecting the speed and the bunting ability of Gwynn. Randy Wynn coming in, and he'll make the catch.
Well, as Tony Gwynn heads back to the Padre bench, we're going to ask our Aflac trivia question. Question tonight. Tim Lincecum won 13 games after a Giants loss last season. Name the last Giant to have more such wins.
Here's Gonzalez, who hit into a double play. He lined into a double play in the first. Down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Kuzminov to follow. Way outside.
Kind of came off that ball a little bit. Didn't quite get his hand behind the ball to drive through the target.
Adrian Gonzalez in the Arizona series, which was in Phoenix, he went 1 for 12.
I hear a stat like that in regards to this guy, and I'm thinking, how are they getting this guy out?
Yeah.
Now we know how Lincecum does. It's with the changeup.
Ishikawa with a nice play. 2 outs.
He was not fooled on that one. He was up there looking for it. Gonzalez in 32 at bats against Tim Lincecum has struck out 13 times. And most of those strikeouts have come on that changeup. But a hitter like that, when he has a long 1 for 15 or whatever it is, you kind of raise your eyebrows on that.
Kuzminov, on the other hand, had a terrific series where he went 6 for 13 with 4 doubles. In tight, 2 balls and no strikes.
I watched his batting practice today, and everything was between the gaps towards the middle of the field.
We had a good swing on that pitch. It's 2-1.
He was on it. That's one thing you'll see out there on the mound, and you're thinking, if I throw the same pitch, I better crowd him.
Outside corner, 2-2.
Boy, that was a nice reception there by Benji Molina. Watch Molina kind of gather this thing back to the strike zone.
Just a little bit, huh?
Yeah. It can't be too much, or they know you're deking them. If it's subtle, you may get a strike, and they just stole a strike there with the way he received it.
Got him. 3 strikeouts for Lincecum. Pablo Sandoval is going to leave things off. It's 2-0 Giants.
on Bowker yesterday after hitting a double in the first inning of his game with the Fresno Grizzlies. He was immediately replaced by a pinch runner, and he told me earlier, I knew I wasn't hurt, so the only other option was I was getting called up. Sure enough, he did, and it also happened to be his 26th birthday. Happy birthday, John Bowker, guys.
All right, what a great birthday gift for Bowker. Here's Sandoval, who singled in the first. Hits one high down the left field line. A long run for Headley. And Headley's going to reach up on the line and make the catch. One pitch, one out. And that'll bring up Molina. This was the home run by Benji Molina in the first inning.
Well, home run number 11, but RBIs number 49 and 50. And it was a long at bat, and he had a 2-strike count on him when he finally connected. Gear made just a little bit of a mistake, and Molina made him pay.
Just a little low to Benji Molina. 11 home runs, 50 runs batted in. And he hits this one on the ground. Kuzmanov diving, comes up with it, gets up and throws, and Molina's gone 5-3. Nice play.
Yeah, we talk about just how fine a pitcher lives. On the left side, this is a pitch that was taken for a strike that Molina did not like. And he tried to go back out there again in a 2-strike count later on in the at-bat. He leaked it out just a little bit over the plate. Boom. See ya. We're talking 4 to 6 inches difference. One's a strike, the other one's a 2-run homer. Welcome to the big leagues.
Here's Bowker. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Bowker's seen a lot of off-speed stuff.
Oh, and 2.
He's seen 5 pitches, and he has swung through 5. And right now, he's talking to himself.
And he just got a piece of that one. It stays 0-2. Well, I mean, I'm sure he realizes, why would Gear throw him anything other than the pitch that he's missing? Unless you throw it way out of the strike zone. And he pulls it on the ground, foul. Last year when he first got called up against the Cardinals, he surprised everyone. He hit a couple of big flies. He does have a short swing in tight 1 and 2.
Well, he's got short arms, and short arms oftentimes give you a short swing. Hard to throw a fastball by him. That's why everybody tries to softball him.
Gwynn now comes racing in, and he's going to make the catch to end the inning. We will head to the 5th. It remains 2-0 Giants. 2-0 Giants as we head to the 5th inning. Lincecum gets the okay from Phil Cuzzy to move forward on with this ball game as Headley takes a strike and it's 0-1.
Well, his first pitch strike ratio tonight has been fantastic, and most of them have been off-speed pitches.
Through 4 innings, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and the only base runners have come by way of the walk. 1-2.
1-2. Lincecum 10 for 14 with first strikes.
Volstad was terrific yesterday.
Oh, he really was. He was like 20 for 24 at one point.
Yeah. Headley bounces it foul. Right over there by Pete Alonso. And that is the ultimate ugly finder.
Yeah.
1-2. Got him.
Change up. All right, we are going to ask and answer our Aflac trivia question, the question tonight. And it's a good one. We're going to test you. Tim Lincecum won 13 games after a Giants loss last year. Can you name the last Giant to have more such wins? Our survey said it had to be Juan Marichal. 15 wins after Giants losses in 1963.
Uribe cuts it off. Uribe throws him out. Venable retired for 3.
I love to watch a guy slide into his balance point. And Uribe does it so well. Left side, straightens up, and an easy flip to shoot down the speedy Venable. And these are fun. Now, are you planning this when it's happening?
Well, the reason a lot of guys slide is to stop their momentum, to make the throw easier. He could have caught that without sliding.
It just makes the play so much cooler.
Well,
and easier.
He didn't get to do that at short. One-0 pitch to Alfonso is high, 2-0. Alfonso struck out in the second. Three and 0. You got to be careful with Alfonso. But it looked like he was taking all the way. 3-1.
He will take no more. And he will guess. Sit on one pitch, and a 3-1 count allows you that luxury.
And he threw him a changeup.
And a good one.
Since a lot of times his best changeups are in this count.
Just like Jason Schmidt, 3-1, 3-2. Yeah, something to do with being from Seattle.
And Alfonso spoils that changeup.
And then when you see that many changeups, and he calls it a changeup, he throws it with a split finger grip. When you show a hitter that many off-speed pitches, that fastball at 95 looks like it's off the charts. It looks a whole lot faster than 95. Good battle going on right here. This is a good at bat.
This will be the 9th pitch coming. He's fouled 4 straight off.
Well, you don't really have to throw a pitch in the strike zone to Alfonso. I mean, he's a guy that is very aggressive. He's tough to walk. He's got 2 walks in 49 at bats.
Sandoval straightens up and throws, and that ends the inning. 2-0 Giants. Home Depot doing more on defense. July 24th, 1994. Bud Black serves one up. This one is going to be gone. Wait a minute. Darren Lewis comes out of nowhere, makes a terrific play at Shea Stadium. Home Depot doing more on defense. Darren Lewis could play some defense.
Yes, he could.
That was a mighty fine play at Shea, and Bud Black is the one who served it up.
You know what's great about Darren Lewis is he was pretty in the outfield. He did these plays and he would style doing it.
Well, he glided. It didn't even look like he was going fast, but he would chew up some territory.
He was one of the most beautiful center fielders I've ever watched. Gary Maddox was the same way. He did things so gracefully.
2-1 to Renteria, and Renteria chases it. It's 2-2. Aaron Rowan. He made that play yesterday, and he's made some very nice plays this year at AT&T Park. Lots of room to roam. Renteria fouls this one out of play.
But that play he made yesterday was one of the most remarkable catches I've ever seen. But he plays a position like an outside linebacker. The way he's built, as strong as he is. But Darren Lewis, I mean, he looked like a dancer out there. He was something else.
Renteria out swinging.
4th strikeout down for Gear. Well, this Saturday, July 11th, it is a 6:05 start. And the first 7,500 kids, 14 and under, will receive a Dasani Kids batting practice jersey. The sponsor is Dasani, and they have said we are going to give these to the first 7,500 kids, 14 and under. Call 1-877-4SFG-TIX, or as always, go to sfgiants.com.
A couple of cute ones here at the ballpark. Ishikawa hits a high fly ball to deep left field. Headley back. Headley at the wall, and it is off the top of the wall, and Ishikawa's got a double. No, it's gone. They have just called it a home run, and it's 3-0. Ishikawa hits one to left, and they're telling us it hit a fan.
A little sinker that got up. He backspins it out. Let's take a look at the fan. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He had the guy in the gray sweatshirt, E10, had a round tripper, and Ishikawa should get that ball back.
So Travis Ishikawa goes the other way, and this guy brutal hands.
Good fan, bad hands.
Oh, we love the guy.
That's
bad
the scout
hands.
report.
High drive, left center field. Uribe out of here. He tattooed that one.
He knew it. You saw it when he flipped the bat. He knew it was out of here. Gear tried to lay it, get it in. First pitch slider to steal strike one, and Juan Uribe would have none of that. Breaking ball, boom! Watch the bat. Woohoo! We told you about this guy's strength, and he gets every bit of this one.
That's to the deepest part of left center field.
I mean, the folks hadn't even gotten sat down yet after the blast from Ishikawa.
Yeah.
And Mr. T leaves the ballpark.
And Lincecum with a line drive into left field, and that's gets a bigger roar than any of the other hits.
The first time the Giants have gone back-to-back home runs this year. Travis Ishikawa, Juan Uribe.
We need to talk to Ishikawa. His last 2 home runs have been, one was reviewed, this one was a close call. He needs one more taco. Making it rough on me.
I know, he's a little light. He needs to get 2 more rows up in the seats.
Here's Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn flips one to right, and Venable's going to run it down. 2 outs for Nate Scherholtz. The hit for Lincecum, by the way, his 7th of the season. It is long ball tonight. Molina, Ishikawa, Uribe. Just inside to Nate Scherholtz. He's flied out. He's bounced out. Swing and a foul. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that's a pitch you kind of have a discussion with yourself. You're sitting on a 1-0 count, and you go for a changeup that almost bounces on home plate, and you're not happy with yourself. Great pitch, though.
Look out. It's 2-1.
Luis Perdomo, who was in camp this spring with the Giants, going to go down and start to get loose now for the Padres.
Scherholtz sharply on the ground and into right field. That's the 4th hit of the inning. And that'll bring up Pablo Sandoval with a runner in scoring position.
Well, Darren Balsley, the pitching coach for the Padres, is going to come out and try and calm things down for Josh Gear. And when you're a sinker baller, you rely on a lot of knee-high location. When you start to elevate, that's always cause for concern for your pitching coach. And I think he's going to try and make a couple of mechanical suggestions to Gear that would allow him to get back down around the knees where he gets most of his movement. You don't see sinker ballers usually give up a lot of home runs, but Gear is a guy that will give up home runs, and it's pretty remarkable when you consider where he pitches in Petco Park. I mean, the home runs that he's given tonight, that means 22 times teams have taken him deep this year. That leads the Padres.
Sandoval lines one into right center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Lincecum. Here comes Scherholtz. Sandoval with a double and 2 RBIs. And the Giants have busted it open here in the 5th.
Well, for the Panda, that's RBI number 49 and RBI number 50 on the year. They pitch him away, and he just goes out and yanks it. It's great extension to the outside part of the plate with movement running away from him. And he finds his power gap in right center.
Benji Molina, 1 for 2. And now Alfonso is going to go out.
Well, Bud Black's buying time right now. I think he wants to go to Perdomo. He's just going to give Perdomo a few more pitches to try and get loose.
And that's exactly. So Perdomo's going to come in. Is Bud Black going with the short steps? Ishikawa Uribe with home runs. Ishikawa's 7th, Uribe's 4th. And when they leave the yard, one to left, the other to left center, it's bye-bye, baby. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. 6-0 Giants. Here's Benji Molina facing Luis Perdomo.
The numbers for Luis Perdomo is 19th time he's come into a game. 1-0 on the year. Throws hard. He's got a good low 90s fastball. He can sink and cut, and a real good curveball.
Benji Molina, who caught Perdomo in spring training, fouls this one back.
Giants liked his arm. I mean, he almost made the club.
We had a couple of back-to-back bad outings where he was wild. The last 2 games of the Bay Bridge series. And the Giants didn't feel like they could take a chance at his wildness. He was exposed to waivers, and bang, the Padres picked him up just like that.
Well, he's 25 years old. Very athletic.
He's not fooling Benji Molina, though.
Well, he's just throwing these little lazy sliders or cutters, and they're not doing a whole lot. And that last one was right out there in the whack-me zone.
And he strikes him out to end the inning. Giants drop a 4 spot on the Padres at 6-0.
Coors Light freeze cam. We go back to first inning, and Adrian Gonzalez hits a seed right to Travis Ishikawa. A right to Juan Uribe, who flips it over to Travis Ishikawa, and they complete the double play. And that's how the first inning ended. And that is our Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, our world's most refreshing beer.
Luis Rodriguez stands in. First pitch outside. Rodriguez on one pitch bounced out to Travis Ishikawa in the third. There's a strike to even the count. No runs, no hits, and an error for the Padres. For the Giants, 6 runs on 7 hits. Off the plate, Lincecum with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. He's thrown 65 pitches. Three and 1.
For some reason, he's nibbling against Rodriguez.
Sandoval, a long run, and Sandoval's going to slide and try to come up with it as Bowker had to jump over him. It's 3 and 2. That might have been the play of the year if Sandoval comes up with it.
It would have been the play of the decade. He had to go a long way. And remember, the wind is pushing that ball away from him.
You can see at the last second he saw Bowker coming.
Got him. Change up on a 3-2. Grab some pine meat. You cannot throw a better changeup. You simply cannot do it. A 3-2, and Rodriguez, who's a good contact hitter, waves right through it.
Tune into the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast. It's called NBC Bay Area tonight at 11, and wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. Here's Perdomo. Perdomo trying to bunt, and it's 0-2.
It's a good idea, but he missed it by about 8 inches. That's, you don't usually see that much of a miss. He was hacking no matter where that ball was. Well, join the Giants as they head east to the Big Apple, New York City, for their matchup against the Mets, August 14th through the 17th. There's a package that now includes airfare on Virgin America, the official airlines of the San Francisco Giants, 3 nights accommodations at the Le Parc Meridien in New York, and an exclusive Giants event with select players and team personnel. Go to sfgiants.com, Giants Vacation, and check it all out. Good pitch right there.
Breaking ball to Cabrera. In the eyes of Phil Cuzzy, said it missed. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Comes back with a strike to even the count. A little low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's also one of the greatest takes we've seen. And that's the beauty of that big 12-6 break. It's so hard to take because you see it high. And Cabrera has been able to lay off 2 curveballs, and that last pitch a changeup.
Lincecum's going to take a little walk. Think about this. Comes back with a strike. It's 3 and 2.
95. And remember, he holds that grip with a 2-seam grip. And this has got big movement coming right back to the middle of the strike zone, and that movement just freezes Cabrera.
Strikes out the side. He's got 7 total. Bowker's going to lead things off.
is on to something with this mohawk. Since he cut his hair, he told me the Giants have won 4 out of 5 that he's been in the lineup. We know Dwayne and Mike aren't doing it. For the record, I'm not doing it, but Bruce Bochy, he's considering it.
They're trying to get me to go forward too, believe me. I said, well, if we win 10 in a row, maybe, but it looks better with the hat on, I'll say that.
I think it looks good. I like it. Keep it. Dwayne, Mike?
I agree with Bruce Bochy.
I don't know. I think Uribe can pull it off.
Well, Uribe can. Boch can't.
Boch can't.
I mean, Boch does that. I mean, that'll just look like a fairway.
Yeah.
Bauker fouls it out of play. This guy could pull it off.
Yeah, he probably could.
Nate could pull it off. He's pretty serious, though. You got to have a sense of humor to have a mohawk.
Yeah, I agree.
Not saying that Nate doesn't have a sense of humor. He's just serious.
Well, Uribe is definitely the type of personality that can pull off a mohawk. The Panda could pull it off.
Oh, absolutely.
Billy Hayes could pull it off.
Almost to the back foot of Bauker. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think he was a little overamped his first couple of bats. Get called up for the minor leagues where you're tearing it up and you want to come in and make an impression. You're amped up. Takes a couple of ABs to settle down.
On your birthday.
On your birthday.
Well, the one thing the Giants were impressed about Bauker was his walks were way up this year.
Yeah, it was almost a 1-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. About 55 walks, 52 strikeouts, something like that. But that's really good for a hitter who's hitting the ball at the ballpark.
And a walk. All right, time to Ask Krug and Kai, brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. All right, this is Rich from Boonville.
Boonville.
What is a cut fastball?
Well, a cut fastball, if you hold a fastball with a normal fastball grip and you take your thumb and you move it slightly underneath your middle finger and then throw the fastball with the ball bulging just a little bit on your grip, the fastball is going to, if you're a right-handed pitcher, it's going to work its way away from a right-handed hitter on a flat plane. It's going to go into a lefty away from a righty. And you're going to lose a little speed on it, but it's very deceptive in the eye of the hitter because you don't have any type of breaking ball rotation and spin on it. It's a great pitch.
Renteria takes low.
Especially if you're trying to jam a left-handed hitter who's really got kind of a flat swing.
Is it hard on your arm?
It is. And I don't think you can teach a cut fastball to guys who are weak-shouldered. The guys who I think have had the best cut fastballs have all been strong-shouldered pitchers. Dave Dravecki, Woody Fryman, Al Leiter.
No, Russ Ortiz had kind of the normal
build. Russ Ortiz was a real good cutter. Darren Oliver, very strong-shouldered pitcher. I mean, those are the guys that are strong enough to throw that pitch. If you're just a guy, say, like Tim Lincecum, and you start messing around with a cut fastball, you're asking for shoulder trouble.
Renteria pops this one into shallow right field. It'll be Will Venable calling and catching.
But it's a great pitch. Greg Maddux threw it, and he threw it beautifully. And he'd always throw it to certain swing types.
Ishikawa hit an opposite field home run in the 5th inning.
Mariano Rivera. It's one of the more unique pitchers is that, you know, he's kind of a slight build. He didn't look like a strong-shouldered pitcher, but he's made a Hall of Fame career out of throwing one pitch, the cut fastball, as a closer for the Yankees. That might be the best cut fastball ever. Yep.
If you know a pitch is coming and consistently hitters can't hit it, it's got to be a great pitch.
It's a magic pitch.
Because clearly everybody that ever faced Mariano Rivera knew what was coming. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Down low, 3-1. We are in the 6th. 6-0 Giants.
The one pitch that's the easiest on your arm for a pitcher is the fastball. Change-ups and split-finger fastballs, they're tough on your shoulders. Cutters are tough on your shoulder. Sliders and curveballs are tough on your elbow. I always tell you that an overhand throw is an unnatural motion, which is why softball pitchers can pitch both ends of a doubleheader, not a problem.
Yeah, the key is to throw those pitches that are hard on your arm underhanded.
There you go.
Runner goes, bouncing ball under the glove of Gonzalez. And Bowker stopped. Bowker never picked it up.
Two-hit night now for Ishikawa.
I think Bowker saw it. I don't think he trusted what he saw.
Well, that's another thing you're kind of penalized now. I mean, I didn't see him once. Once he looked back over his shoulder, he didn't look at Tim Flannery. And if you're relying on your own knowledge of the arms in the outfield, and you haven't been up here, and that's something you don't really know.
There's a strike.
Good fastball from Perdomo. 96.
Bowker at second, Ishikawa at first. Lincecum to follow. 3-1. Giants with 6 runs on 8 hits. They scored 2 in the first, 4 in the 5th. Uribe is going to take the walk. Perdomo wasn't even close. And now Lincecum's going to hit with the bases loaded.
Well, Darren Balsley's going to come out and talk to Perdomo. Lincecum can hit. He's already got a single tonight. Yep, he's got his Lincecum jersey on. He's pumped. What a reminder, the Sportsnet Central happens tonight, hosted by Damon Andrews and Jamie Sire. You can check it out at 10:30, and you're going to hear about Ricky Henderson A's news. We'll recap this one here between the Giants and Padres. And the Sharks have made more moves. You want to check it all out? Check it out on Sportsnet Central tonight. You'll see it only on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. 10:30.
Here's Lincecum with the bases loaded. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Lincecum singled in the 5th.
Ryan Webb now starting to get greased up for Bud Black's Padres.
There's a strike. Lincecum may have been taking all the way. Fouls this one. It's 1-2.
See the protective cover that Lincecum puts over his right elbow. And you can imagine a right-handed pitcher who hits from the left side exposes that arm. Put that on there to protect his elbow.
And Lincecum goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Perdomo. Here's Randy Wynn.
It's good strategy from Lincecum. If you think you're going to hit into a double play, strike out.
Yeah.
Bedford move.
Randy Wynn's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3.
Well, he was not picking up Josh Gear at all.
Swing and gonna miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, but 0 for 3 against the starting pitcher. You're definitely excited to get the bullpen gets the ball.
Perdomo throws much harder than Gear. And Randy Wynn fouls this one out of play. And a quick 0-2. We are in the 6th inning. Very high, 1-2.
Eliezer Alfonso likes that sightline fastball where you elevate, head in the count 1-2, 0-2, you go up around the letters.
Randy Wynn tomahawks that one foul. If you're thinking about who Lincecum is going to be facing in the 7th, and you should be, it'll be Gwynn, Gonzalez, and Kuzminov. And Randy Wynn out swinging. Giants leave him loaded. Here comes the 7th, 6-0 Giants. Is going on right now through Sunday, July 12th. You got a couple of ways to donate. Visit jrgiants.org and a couple of suggested donations for $44. One child gets the opportunity to play baseball for the entire season. For $440, it's the All-Star donation and equips a full team of 10 kids for an entire season and you will receive a baseball autograph by Hall of Famer Willie McCovey in a pregame ceremony. Or if you want to donate on your cell, you can text STRETCH to 40579 to donate $5. Help Willie McCovey reach his goal of helping kids play baseball this summer. 6-0. Giants. Lincecum to Gwynn, and a big breaking ball for a strike. See the longest scoreless inning streaks, and Lincecum creeping up. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
And the way he's been throwing tonight, you're not surprised when he's throwing a 0 up there. And I mean a quick 0-2 on Gwynn.
Pitch number 80 is in the dirt, 1-2.
And again, I want to repeat it because it's worthy of repetition. When you start talking about what makes Lincecum good, it's his consistency to his stuff. He is consistently taking great pitches out to a game with good command on him.
And that's foul at the plate.
And what's unusual about that is if a pitcher can do 4 or 5 things with the ball, there are nights he's going to go out there and 2 or 3 of them aren't going to show up. But with Lincecum, I can't remember a time when he hasn't had good stuff. His fastball, curveball, slider, changeup combination have all been money.
There's a line drive to left field and a base hit. So Gwynn breaks up the no-hitter with a single to left. And now this crowd is on their feet for the kid that they adore in this town.
Oh, they do. He is the face of this franchise. In the Giants' history, there have been 2 pitchers that have won the Cy Young Award, Mike McCormick and Tim Lincecum.
His dad broke up 3 no-hitters. As Gonzalez fouls this one out of play. This also takes a little bit of heat off of Bruce Bochy if he wants to get Lincecum out of the game. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. And that's outside. It's going to look back like he may have got his spike caught. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lincecum nearly had Gwynn struck out. Remember, Gwynn got just a piece of the pitch prior to the base hit. Up and in, 2 balls and 1 strike. Gonzalez takes very high again, 3-1.
Well, right now we're going to take a Corona timeout and take a look at the 2 seasons for Adrian Gonzalez. How about the April and May first 50 games? He had .287 with 20 home runs and 40 RBIs. And in the June-July 34 games following, hitting .205 with just 4 big flies and 12 RBIs. And you mentioned the problems that he had in Arizona. That is our Corona timeout.
On a 3-1 pitch, he fouls it back.
You know what can happen when you take a no-hitter deep into a ball game, as Lincecum has done tonight, and you give up a first hit, you have a break in your concentration. And it's showing up in this at-bat with Gonzalez. It's the first hitter we've seen him this high with 3 fastballs up in a single at-bat.
Three and 2. Hit on the ground and a base hit into right field. So back-to-back singles here in the 7th. And here's Kuzminov. Yeah, Tim Lincecum will be on Chronicle Live tomorrow at 5 and 11. So check it out. He'll be a good guest. Kuzminov is bounced out and he's struck out. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
First pitch swinging. Kuzminov has had a little bit of a problem staying out of the double play. 13 times he has hit into a twin killing.
Look out, as that backs Kuzminov off the plate to even the count.
.90 pitches now for Lincecum.
Little pop-up into shallow right field. It's going to fall. Scherholtz is going to come home, and he throws it off the backstop. It'll be an RBI single. And then Scherholtz picks up the error on the throw.
Good pitch, a little jam shot. And here's where Scherholtz gets a little froggy. He's got a great arm. And here, that is a big league overthrow right there.
So 3 straight singles. And now Lincecum will go after Headley, then Venable, and then Alfonso.
Mark Gardner going to head down and take somebody with him to the bullpen and get him greased up. But a great time for Dave Righetti to go out there and just get a refocus going for Lincecum. I mentioned that you can have your concentration broken when you give up a hit late in the game.
April 12th, Headley homered off of Lincecum. He's the only Padre ever to hit a home run against Tim Lincecum.
Hit over there in the choir loft, that right field section that kind of juts out at Petco Park.
Ishikawa will make the play. A run comes in. And then on the play, Kuzminov heads over to third. It's 6-2. And here's Will Venable.
That's the nice thing about a six-run lead is you can give up runs for outs. Giants will do it again here with their middle infield playing back in defense of Venable.
At the knees, 0-1. On the ground, foul again. And now it's a quick 0-2 to Will Venable. Well, you know, Lincecum now is going to try to get the strikeout.
Well, I mean, technically it is a strikeout situation. Runner at third base, less than 2 outs.
Romo heating up in the bullpen. Got him.
So many different ways to strike you out. And you made a point of talking about it earlier, why teams are starting to swing at more pitches from Lincecum early in the count. It's to stay out of that 2-strike situation.
To avoid the 2-strike changeup.
When a guy's got 4 pitches that he can strike you out with, that is a rough spot to be in an 0-2, 1-2 count.
Here's Eliezer Alfonso. And he throws him a curveball, but he hangs it up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Kuzman off at third with 2 outs. Nice play by Benji Molina. It's 2-0. That was pitch 100.
Let's watch the work of Benji Molina, using that chest protector to keep that ball in front of him. 23 pitches here in the 7th. And that's when you hate to see a pitcher have a long inning, when he's already got 75, 80 pitches under his belt.
Three and 0. Sure, Bruce Bochy would like to make sure Lincecum walks off of the mound here in the 7th at the end of the inning. And he pours one into Alfonso. It's 3-1. Foul back. Alfonso takes a rip. It's 3-2, and he will do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of a 2-strike adjustment. He will let it fly. Fans getting up on their feet, cheering their hero out there. His scoreless streak has ended. His no-hit bid has ended.
And Alfonso takes the walk. And here's Luis Rodriguez. Bruce Bochy is going to let Lincecum go after Rodriguez. (6-2) Giants. We're in the 7th. Padres have broken through for a couple. Giants are trying to limit the damage, keep it at 2. Outside and high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's missing high with that curveball. That usually means one thing. He's losing gas.
Two and 0. On the appeal, no swing. Rodriguez bounced out in the 1st inning, or checked it in the 3rd in his 1st at bat, and then Lincecum struck out the side in the 6th. Rodriguez was one of those 3 strikeouts. Here he takes high, and it's 3-0.
Sergio Romo has given the signal that he is ready to go.
And he walked him. And Bruce Bochy's coming out. So the bases are loaded. Lincecum hands the ball to his manager. And the fans are on their feet, as you would expect. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. numbers for the Giants' new pitcher.
14 times Romo has come into a game. Remember, he started the year on the disabled list, and he has been very solid in that Giants bullpen.
Edgar Gonzalez is the pinch hitter.
And he has power.
Swing and a miss right off the get-go. No balls and 1 strike. Four home runs, 11 RBIs. Through another one. This one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Why not? If a guy's going to swing at a frisbee, just keep frisbeeing him up there. But as we mentioned, we've seen Edgar Gonzalez for a while now, and we can't remember him having a bad at bat. He will bat it.
Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. That's the pitch that really Romo's counting on the hitter to swing at. But Gonzalez saw it on the first pitch, so he recognizes it. In the last 2 pitches, he's laid off.
Well, they know he likes the first pitches, which is why he stayed away from the fastball. But he's definitely showed him the different types of break that he could put on a ball. And that has been a strikeout pitch for him in the past, but perhaps he'll pitch him backwards.
3-1.
Romo's reputation before he got to the big leagues was that he was a strike thrower. A great strikeout walk ratio in the minor leagues, and he has done the same thing here at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. You can see what Gonzalez tried to do there. He tried to tie it up.
Oh, in a 3-1 count, why not? I mean, that's the yuckadoo hack right there. Romo's going to get out there and he's going to fidget and he's going to pinch his shoulders, try and hide his whole body behind the glove. And Benjamin is going to go out there and make sure that he's on the same page with what he suggests. It's a big pitch, obviously, and I like it when a catcher comes out there and says, hey, what do you feel like throwing? Why? All right, let's do it.
And he walked him. It's now 6-3. As Gonzalez lays off. 3 walks in a row, 2 by Lincecum and now 1 by Romo. And the hitter is Cabrera. This is the 9th hitter for the Padres here in the 7th. Right back to Romo, and the Giants will limit it to 3 runs. Nate Sherholtz will lead things off.
Go to Southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. By Chevron with Techron. No other gasoline has more cleaning power. And by Comcast HD. With more HD than anyone, period.
All right, let's take a look at our McDonald's game summary. It's a 6-3 lead for the Giants. Gwynn broke up Lincecum's no-hitter in the 7th. See the RBIs. 3 home runs for the Giants. It was Ishikawa and Uribe back-to-back. Lincecum allows 3 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings. And that's our McDonald's game summary. Yeah, the fair is still going on. All the action, though, is right here, folks. It is right here.
I gotta believe when this game's over that fair may pick up a little of the action.
And all the action will be right here for the next 3 days.
Lou Gregerson, the new right-hander for the Padres, and he is having a good year. Giants were impressed with him. And that's one of the reasons why he's got good sink. You go 90-93 with sink, a changeup, and a good hard slider, a strikeout slider. And he's a guy that gets you a ground ball and strike you out.
Came off the DL on the 6th of this month. Sherholt swings and misses 1 and 2. Had a right shoulder strain.
Now, Gregerson's a rookie, and one of the things you learn when you are a middle reliever is it's taxing on your arm. And you have to learn how to pace yourself. Well, you can tune into the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, NBC Bay Area, right tonight at 11. And you can wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m.
Here's Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval is 2 for 3. He's got a couple of RBIs. Takes the first pitch in tight. Hits this one up the middle, but right there is Cabrera, who will make the play. A little high throw, but staying on the bag is Gonzalez. 2 outs for Benji Molina.
You know, when you're a young pitcher, especially a guy like Gregerson, who has that ability to strike out and get the ground ball. I mean, you're revered and you're protected in the minor leagues. And all of a sudden, you get to the big league roster, and they're going to pitch you. And when you've been protected your whole career, now all of a sudden you get into a no-protect situation where they use you. It's a different deal. You have to learn how to protect yourself, and you learn how to throw when you're not in a game. Learn how to take care of your arm. Make sure you do your weight work, and make sure you do your icing after a game. It's just all about learning the discipline of pitching. And it's a rough job.
So is catching. You want to be a catcher?
No.
This one hurt.
Well, it looks like he's got a hand on the situation.
Molina knows it, so he's going to give Alfonso all the time he needs. He waits for Alfonso's cue and says, all right. One ball and 1 strike. Remember the game against the A's where Alfonso was hurt on a collision at home plate? And Pedro Feliz ended up catching the last inning. We're out of catchers. Molina had left the game in about the 5th.
I do remember that game.
Two and 1 to Molina. Pedro Feliz, who's gone on to Philadelphia. He's now has the World Series ring. This is foul back. I saw the box scores the other day. He's hitting around 300. He's having a really good, solid year for Charlie Manuel.
Picking everything inside with that great glove of his.
You know he's doing that.
Yeah, to me that made it enjoyable watching that World Series last year. Watching Pedro Feliz, one of the really good guys that come through Mike Murphy's clubhouse.
And Molina out swinging. Alfonso's still hurt. 6-3 Giants.
Well, some of the sights and sounds here at beautiful AT&T Park. A night to remember. The Giants are leading the Padres 6-3 as we head to the 8th inning. And the new pitcher for the Giants, Jeremy Affeldt. Talked about the scoreless streak that Tim Lincecum had broken up tonight. Well, here's another guy who still has one intact.
Big sweeper to Gwynn, and it's a strike.
Jeremy Affeldt's first half is definitely all-star worthy. 37 times now he's taken the ball for Bruce Bochy. 32 2/3, 30 strikeouts against 16 walks. And he has just been steady. Talk about remarkable Tim Lincecum and how he consistently takes great stuff out there every time he goes out there. Well, you can say the very same thing about Affeldt. His mid-90s fastball and nasty, nasty curveball.
In the dirt. 1-2. Gwynn led off the 7th. Got behind in the count. Battled Lincecum and singled. A line drive into left field. And that was the first hit that Lincecum gave up. Two and two to Gwynn with Gonzalez and then Kuzminov on deck. If you go to the clubhouse and Lincecum's playing cards, that's how he sits or stands or squats.
Well, I think he was a catcher in some other life.
Well, everybody else is sitting on a chair. That's how he will be in that chair as Gwynn is out swinging, 1 out. This was the base hit that broke up the no-hitter.
Tony Gwynn Jr., just like the old man, going the opposite way. A clean base hit, and that was the first hit of the game. It came in a leadoff situation in the 7th inning against Lincecum.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez picked up a base hit, a bouncing ball to the right side. Some of the best breaking balls that Affeldt has thrown, he's thrown against the Padres, specifically to Gonzalez and to Giles.
I'm not really sure. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that Adrian Gonzalez was not overly enthusiastic about that first pitch strike call.
I think you're right. This is bounced to Uribe. 2 outs.
And do you have a little anger at the umpire when you have a strike called against you, put you into an 0-1, and then you ground out? Are you thinking about it?
Yeah, and sometimes you run hard because you're ticked off. I mean, you should run hard all the time, but sometimes you need a reason to run hard. Kuzminov blooped a base hit into right field in the 7th. Renteria kicks it, knocks it down. His throw is not in time. There'll be an error on Renteria. Had he been able to pick it up immediately, he'd have thrown him out. But right there. And he still made it pretty close.
Well, he knew he had time because Kuzminov has average speed at best, but it's just a matter of trying to find a handle. He really sets that backhand up early.
Yeah, he does. It's not something you would teach young players. But when you've played as long as Renteria, you've kind of earned the right. Headley picked up an RBI and a ground ball as Wilson heads down to the bullpen. On the ground, Sandoval to his left, nothing to it. That ends the inning. No runs, a runner left on the air. John Bowker is going to lead things off. A live stretch. He'll be on with Dave Benz. So will Bill Newcomb, the Giants managing partner, and Giants president Larry Barrett. Tomorrow on Chronicle Live at 5 and 11, Tim Lincecum. He will be there. 6-3 Giants. Bowker takes a strike from Clay Meredith. That was the county fair you just saw. And it's about to be a hit after the ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Bowker fouls it off his foot.
Well, the deal is, I mean, you can buy a $25 ticket and you can get into a ball game, then you can go over to the county fair and you get to ride all the rides you want for free.
Right.
That's a pretty good deal. I am in.
Is that the Ferris wheel all the way to the left? I think it is.
It is. What was your favorite ride at the county fair?
Let me see. Bunker takes. I was not a Ferris wheel guy. I just didn't like it when it stopped at the top.
Yeah.
Bunker takes low, 2-2.
I like the tilt-a-whirl.
Tilt-a-whirl was okay.
That was in. The zipper. That came from Neverland Ranch, folks. That was Michael Jackson's ride.
Bowker on the ground. Gonzalez is going to flip it to Meredith, and they just got him.
Meredith in a late break. It became a foot race. Nice play from Adrian Gonzalez, who's got a sweet glove. Nice feed. And indeed, Clay Meredith won the race. Good call by first base umpire Brian Runge.
I call it the drop zone.
Super shot.
No balls in one strike. Edgar Renteria is without a hit tonight. He's 0 for 3.
But my favorite thing at the county fair was trying to knock the bottles off the table with the hard ball. I'd be there for a while.
I always liked the basketball. You know, you shoot the ball through the hoop.
Yeah, the 10-inch basketball and the 11-inch hoop.
Yeah, where the basketball is bigger than the hoop.
Yeah. That's the same one.
1-2.
I mean, you'd have better success trying to throw a tennis ball through a drain pipe.
One ball and 2 strikes.
Golf ball through a garden hose, same deal.
All of it is fun, though.
It is.
Renteria takes low.
After the game tonight, I'm going to head over there for a corn dog, big boy.
I think you should.
There's the what is that? The whack-a-mole?
Oh, yeah. You know, the thing pops up and you got to knock it back down with the
no way
mallet. Yeah. Never got that one. It's a walk to Renteria.
How do you win at whack-a-mole?
You don't. At least not the ones I played. You just, yeah. Mallet bounces up and hits you in the forehead half the time.
Good night with a bat for Ishikawa.
Ishikawa and Uribe went back to back as he hammers this one foul.
That's a whack-a-mole right there.
This was Ishikawa's home run in the 5th. He went to the opposite field.
Now watch the guy in the gray sweatshirt. It hit off his chest and bounced back on the field. Great swing of the bat. Bad play by the guy in the stands. Guy in the gray sweatshirt has it all the way, hits him right in the hands, bounces off his chest, and then back on the field.
He's still there? Yeah.
He wants a redeemer. If he'd have brought his glove, he'd have been a hero.
1 ball and 1 strike. And a bullet to right field. Ishikawa's got it going. Renteria is going to round the bag, and he'll go to third.
Stay hot, Travis Ishikawa.
Hey, dude. Man.
If you had a glove like me, you'd be a hero. And she's horse laughing him on the left. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, in the. That's right, you're on TV.
Yo, they have your horse laugh on TV. I think you're talking to each other.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's got 20 messages. That's what he's checking. Here's Uribe. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
I know some night we're going to dog some guy for making a bad play in the bleachers, and we're going to have to fight our way out of here.
Just tell him Dave and John said it.
They would know better.
Base hit for Uribe as he slams it into left field.
And we have some loud contact with Ishikawa and Uribe. He is just dropping the head. That is right down around the knees, down and in. He's got it going. The bottom of the lineup for the Giants tonight has been loud.
Bobby Howry now joining Wilson, or at least he's jogging down to join Wilson in the Giants bullpen. And here's Torres hitting .266. Inside corner strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. And that gets away, so both runners will move up. At first it looked like Torres may have fouled it, but that is not the case. It'll be a pass ball. And now the Padres will have to pull the infield in.
A little slider that really should have been caught easily. Called correctly. There was no cross up as there was no runner at second base. That is a catcher's worst nightmare. Well, second worst nightmare.
Yeah, we already saw the other one. Is coming home is Ishikawa. He's going to be in a rundown, and they will tag out Ishikawa. With runners at second and third, it's basically a contact play because you're still going to have a runner in scoring position.
And Adrian Gonzalez is a good thrower. I mean, he plays the position like JT Snow used to play the position. He's the complete package. Good glove, good arm.
So Randy Wynn is going to have an opportunity. And he likes this opportunity because right now he's sitting on an 0 for 4. He does have very lofty numbers in this spot, though, with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Torres is back. Randy Wynn with a bouncing ball up the middle, and there's the hit he was looking for. It's 8-3, and Randy Wynn is going to settle for a 1 for 5, and he will take it.
You bet. That'll definitely make the ride home a lot easier. It's not only a base hit, but it's an RBI. And, you know, when you're having an 0 for 4 night, just break it down and keep things simple. Go right back up the middle. And that was the approach. Good balance through the swing. Gets it a little bit up the sweet spot. But, hey, you find a hole, that's a golden swing of the bat.
Nate Scherholtz is 1 for 4. No balls and 1 strike. Did that hit him?
I think it did. It's happened to him before this year, where he swung at a ball and it hit it. Now watch the slider go into the back leg. That's one you can't rub. The back leg, and this is the
0-2. Off of Meredith. And everybody's safe.
Base hit. That's some grit and determination right there. I mean, you have a rough strike, get into an 0-2 hole, make your adjustment, and get yourself a big league knock. A little bit of hang time there for Meredith. Can't make the play. And that is an RBI single. Now you can rub it.
Cabrera tried to get the force play, Mike. Umpire said he was not on the bag. And he wasn't. Sandoval fouls it back. It's 0-1.
And he was swinging for the pond there. All right, did he touch it? No.
Good effort.
Tom Hallion, the second base umpire, making the call, making the correct call.
Sandoval pops it to left. Headley will put it away, and that will do it. Giants score 3 times. Here comes the 9th. Howry coming in 9-3. Will be at 6:30. We'll be on the air for the game at 7. It'll be the Giants and the Padres right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. 135 games this season right here. Jonathan Sanchez against Josh Banks. There's Matt Cain.
All-star Matt Cain.
That's right. Here's Will Venable. And Howry starts him off with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike.
The numbers for Bob Howry: 32 times he is coming in. 3.60 ERA. He's been very consistent. And the thing about Howry, of late, he's really been to the corners. And he said last year, he says, I never really was able to corner pitch with my fastball. And that has been a big difference this year. Because when he's right, you're going to see that. You're going to see low to mid 90s, and you're going to see corners. Randy Wynn has moved over to left field. Andres Torres has gone to center.
Venable fouls this one right into our camera well, and then out again. It's 0-2. Yeah, those guys need a seat in between them.
Yeah, it is a perfect world for those two tonight.
One and two to Will Venable.
Little split down in the dirt. Yeah, they brought the blanket and they didn't even use it. A couple of gamers got their gloves. They're ready.
Venable shoots this one foul. A lot of work here in the club level.
Yep. That's a big hard ball. It's a beautiful thing.
Sandoval coming down from third, battling the wind. 1 out.
What's your technique on a pop-up here in Northern California? I mean, you caught them all those years at Candlestick. Not much difference here.
You just have to do the dance. Keep your feet moving. It's called the pop-up dance.
Is that like the stub your toe dance I've seen you do?
Yeah. Well, now it is. It's the same dance. Here's Eliezer Alfonso. 1 ball and no strikes. Lincecum, Romo, Affelt, Howry.
Perfect. Best spot in the house.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul back. It's 1 and 2. Alfonso struck out in the second, bounced out in the fifth. And then in the inning where Lincecum ended up leaving, Lincecum walked Eliezer Alfonso. Then he walked Luis Rodriguez, and that's when Bruce Bochy came out and got Lincecum and brought in Romo. Lincecum could not get that last out in the 7th. Good swing by Alfonso. He's right on that fastball. It stays 1 and 2. Lincecum, if the Giants hold on to win this, will be 10 and 2. And he got him.
It's like a little backup slider above the fists. And a backup slider has got the same rotation of a slider, it just doesn't break. And then it can be a fantastic pitch. In fact, you could not have placed this thing any better. Right above the hands. Thank you very nice. All the spin and none of the break. We used to try and throw that pitch purposely.
Yeah.
Can't do it. It's a gift.
Here's Rodriguez. High into center field. Torres underneath it, and that's the ball game. So behind Tim Lincecum, the Giants win game 1 of this 4-game series. They also get 3 home runs.